welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you an inspirational video showing you my thrift store finds that I love in my home. They are vintage inspired. I got these finds from Facebook Marketplace, Goodwill, and Craigslist, and so I thought it'd be fun to show you that it doesn't have to cost a lot of money to make your home beautiful. My home has been curated over the last 5 or 6 years. My home is Victorian Farmhouse. I love the combination of the elegance and then the cozy, and so that's why I love that style so much. I'm going to show you all the details coming up next, so stay tuned. One of my greatest joys in decorating my home is collecting old things like this dresser. I found this on Facebook Marketplace along with a vanity and headboard. The lady I bought it from was wanting to look for someone who would enjoy this, and so she sold it for $195 for all 3 pieces. It is one of those finds that I treasure so much. I mean, look how beautiful this piece is. I found this mirror at a thrift store for $24. It has these bars down the side. When you look up close, you can see that it's gilded gold. To secure it on the wall, my husband had to make a bar piece and screw it into a stud. It is so heavy. I am amazed that I found this mirror because it goes so well with my other decor, like this tray that I found on the same day. It is made out of brass. These blue teacups I've collected from Goodwill, as well as this gravy bowl, and inside I have a rose that I made out of dictionary paper, and I will link that up above if you want that tutorial. I think it was 5 years ago that I found this chair and ottoman, and I bought that for $54 and painted it with Annie Sloan chalk paint, as well as this chase that I found for $20. I love how cozy this is to watch movies or to read a book. The process of painting fabric furniture is quite amazing. And over in this corner, I have a basket that I found at Goodwill recently. It holds my yarn for knitting. The most expensive thing my husband and I own is this antique sofa. I found it on OfferUp for $450. This green antique Victorian sofa is everything that I dreamed of. It has the beautiful mahogany wood on the edges. The cozy factor was really important when picking a sofa, and this one checked off that box. There's a new movie out called The American in Austin. It's a brand new movie in 2024. I could see myself going back in time to the Pride and Prejudice era and seeing all of the things and the decorations. Oh my goodness. If you've never seen that movie, it is so sweet and has an incredible ending. You would love it, especially if you love the old Victorian style. And here is a rustic looking shelf. I love the patina of this. It looks so old. I got this one at Salvation Army. It has that perfect farmhouse look. And here is a chair that I got from Goodwill for $24. I mean, look at that. It's a sweet little chair for guests to take their shoes off. This is my very first find that I found for $2 at a garage sale. For my birthday, my husband had it framed for me, and I love it. I love the vintage vibe of this wall, like that plaque with the doorknobs and the equestrian prints of the gentlemen with their horses. These frames were from Goodwill, and this one was painted with black chalk paint and rubbed down with a paper towel to make the gold not so shiny. And I love the wood details on this one. It's so sweet. All of these frames were bought at Goodwill at the same time for $50. Now that is a deal. The antique dining table was found at the side of the road for free. Someone posted on Craigslist to come pick it up. It was a rainy day and had a tarp over the top. I brought it home and spray painted it with mahogany paint. It sits 12 people and I just love it so much. And yes, I cannot believe that I got it for free. On this 2-tier tray, I have this little cow creamer. I got this for $4.99. And then several weeks ago, I went to Value Village and found this glass dome. I recently shared a Shop With Me video taking you to Goodwill, and I will link that up above. I found these vintage books, and I love the way they look here on this hutch. This false graph terrain was the first thing I found when shopping at Goodwill. It made me realize that I could afford turning my home into my dream home. I mean, look at this silver teapot. I am showing you what it looked like when I bought it. It's a little tarnished. I cleaned it with some silver polish and rubbed it until it glistened. Look at this side. It is so beautiful. It adds the Victorian style that I love. And over here I have this really cute mirror. It is silver. And I actually found this at an antique store for $6. Isn't that sweet? And to add the farmhouse look, I have these chunky ironstone false graph pieces. This one is the coffee pot that I got for $5.99, and the teapot, I don't remember what I paid for that, but that is so cute. And then up here is the false graph gravy bowl and the platter underneath. This is part of my Currier and Ives collection. I have the whole set that I acquired from a drugstore. This huge false graph bowl and lid was found at Goodwill for $5.99. I still can't believe that. "10 years ago, my husband and I came across this grandfather's clock. It was for free from some people that didn't want it anymore, and they were looking for someone to take it, and we went and picked it up, and it has been a gem in our home. It has beautiful chimes, and I love it. And not too long ago, I took you guys with me antique shopping, and I came across this sewing machine at a thrift store, and I showed you guys why I wanted it for this dollhouse, so it would have something pretty to sit on. And I acquired these little dollhouse pieces at Value Village. I'll share that video up above. I love these finds. I am enjoying decorating this dollhouse. It is so cute. This chair I found at the antique store that I showed you guys a few weeks ago. This black vintage chair was a find from Goodwill. I found it at the same time as the blue one that I showed you by the front door. This one was quite dirty, and I cleaned all the tufts, and now it is so pristine and clean. It's a nice chair to add when we need an extra chair around the dining table. This was my most recent find, and I will make sure to link that video above where I share a brand new Goodwill that I went to recently. My home is 80% thrifted, and I'm going to show you some of my favorite finds here in my kitchen. I've had this black lamp in my office for quite a while, but I just thought this would be perfect because it has an arm that hangs over the sink, and at nighttime it is such a beautiful bright glow over the sink. And to decorate in here, I wanted a rooster theme, but rooster things are very expensive, and so I found this cheap print off of Etsy, and I have a ornate white vase. I'm waiting for spring to fill it up with some beautiful flowers. And by the way, the frame that the rooster print is in, it was thrifted as well. I just love the overall look. I'll be sharing an Amazon haul coming up soon where I have some beautiful rooster towels. Make sure you come back for that. And on the side of the counters, I have some thrifted finds here. This is a huge pitcher that is also waiting for spring to fill it up with flowers. And then this frame is so vintage looking. It has a black and white photo of a woman. I found that at a junk store. On this black 2-tier tool tray, I put a collection of my teacups and huge coffee mugs. I was surprised at how much chicken and rooster figurines were online on Amazon and different places, so I thought that I would do something myself. I bought this from Goodwill, and even though it's got a cute design, I wanted it to be white, so I took some of this Annie Sloan chalk paint and I painted the backside white. And this is an idea when you can't afford the expensive things at regular stores, is to go to Goodwill and think outside the box and just paint something to make it look like something you're wanting. This did take 2 coats to cover it really well. I made sure not to get paint on the comb and wattle, and yes, I just looked that up. I didn't know what those little red things are called, or paint around the eyes. I took some sandpaper and then rubbed it so it gives it a chippy look. It has the look I was looking for. I found this table off of Craigslist for $100, and the 2 crossback chairs I got for $20 for both. And then this was found at Goodwill for $7.99. I don't know if you can see the tip. Looks a lot like the finial tips. They're on the shelves. I don't know why, but I like doing that. And that huge cutting board up above was $9.99. The black and white postcards inside the black frames were found at a junk store. I bought those for $1. This Victorian chair has that beautiful blue velvet and that yummy mahogany wood. I found this for $75. My cat Winston loves to sit on here, so there's some cat hair and even some little scratches on it. And this was a Goodwill find for $7.99. It is, I believe, a newspaper holder. I put my Victoria and Tea Time magazines in there and some of my novels that I love reading. It was an unexpected find at Goodwill. I found this wall shelf from Hobby Lobby last year, and I put some thrift store finds like this postcard. I mean, I just love finding old photos, doorknobs, and tucking them in this little shelf is so pretty with the creamer and then this matching sugar bowl. This is a great way to show off things that you collect over time. Now, my greatest find was this antique sofa that I found for $50. I painted it with chalk paint. I will link that up above. This in itself is the perfect Victorian farmhouse look. This is an iconic print of a Victorian lady inside a Goodwill frame. I share a blog post on how to be a Victorian lady in modern times. It is a really good read, and I will link that up above. These cozy Ektorp love seats are originally from IKEA, but I got them off of Craigslist for $150 for both. I have replaced the covers a few times. And here are a couple of French chairs. I painted the arms with Annie Sloan chalk paint and added some dark wax. And then I painted the fabric with some Amsterdam green paint. I will link that video up above. And here on this little table, I have this picture that I found at Goodwill. I filled them with some white lilac flowers, and I love the look. And right away, when you look on my fireplace mantle, you will notice the two mirrors in the back. I bought those both from Goodwill. I don't remember what I paid for that big one, but that smaller oval one was $20. And this white picture was a find. Isn't it beautiful? And these two books were found at Goodwill as well. This little creamer and bowl are the same design. I love that pretty blue. It is the Mary England, Westgate and Leicester Hospital. I think that's how you pronounce it. I put them together to look like a water pitcher and bowl from the olden days. And then here is a little white pedestal. And I lay that on top. So pretty. And in my bathroom, all of this is pretty much from a thrift store. I showed this in my Christmas video. It is a Victorian lady in her horse riding outfit. And then this was one of my first finds a long time ago. I love the wood. And here is a bowl with a lion head handle, and then I put 3 bars of soap inside. The handles on this gold vase are some cherubs. I put some white lilac flowers inside. And yes, I found this jewelry box lined with velvet and this shelf that has these drawers, all at Goodwill. I love all of these finds in my home. I hope this inspired you that no matter what, where you are financially, or if you're on a budget, you can still have a beautiful home. So you guys have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.